for Lightworkers has come. That's why the course is called Lightworkers 2.0. 2.0 means that it is a different version of what Lightworkers used to be and what they used to do. Spiritual and sacred knowledge used to be for the selected few and hidden. It's obviously ended up in hands of those in power, kings and dark magicians, and it was always very hidden and it's always very clandestine, and there was a reason for it. The main reason being that the world overall was just not ready for it. When we look at this spiral of humanity's consciousness, people back then were very much driven by fear of the unknown, of this big unknown world. And they used power and money later on in their societal development as something to overcome that fear, to kind of stay on top of the unknown forces, still driven by fear very much. Slowly now, very slowly, I know, but we are moving, at least some of us, into the world that is driven by love. And love has no separation. Nobody's below, nobody's above. And everybody kind of understands that we're all part of one. Therefore, hurting others is only hurting ourselves. And the only way to be happy in this new world is to expand your limits. It's all becoming one energy. And when people stop fighting, stop pushing, stop operating from fear, that's where they begin to step into their best timelines. So that's about society as a whole. But what about us, Lightworkers? What were the Lightworkers in those ancient years? They were the priests and the priestesses, people with some sort of connection to the divine. They were rare, and they used to dedicate their entire lives to maintaining that connection. And serving people was almost secondary to them, because just maintaining that connection took all their time and effort. Today, it's much easier. Divine is something all of us can access. It's easier to remember. It's easier to have this connection as part of your daily lives, definitely part of your work. That's why Lightworkers of today and the future are very different from those of the past. It feels like 2026 will mark a huge shift. This initiation of huge numbers of starseeds into their actual missions. Because the world is ready, the energy is ready, and we are ready. Ready to stop pretending that energy is not real. Stop pretending that spirituality is something like strange, something needs to be hidden. Now we also have the energy to not only to maintain that connection with the divine, but also to put that into our lives, into our beings, and into our work, into our beautiful creations, movements, businesses, books, art, real estate, you name it. Whatever it is you're here to create, now is the time. The 27th, the next year, will be when all of this will start becoming the reality. But 26 is when we make that decision, that commitment, that moment we speak to our soul, speak up and say, yes, I'm up for it. I'm here to do it. I'm ready to become that version of me that I came here to be. And I'm ready to bring those energies into my life that I actually intended to represent. Now we are ready to step into this. That is what 2026 asks from us. And when I scan the collective of the Lightworkers, I actually no longer see those things that we used to work on all the time, those blocks of visibility and the fears and which ones, I mean, they're still around, but they're much less prevalent. It's kind of much easier to get out of them. What stops people now is more the trust, the faith into their own powers, into their own, and by powers I don't mean being superior or anything. The power means your own soul blueprint, what and who you came here to be, and what truth you came here to bring. So this course will support everything on the human level of stepping up and building a business and creating that wonderful creation that your soul came here to be part of. This course is also about awakening the dormant parts of your DNA, which wasn't used so far, to bring them fully online. This course is about aligning your outer goals and your inner goals. Your goals as a human and your goals as a soul with that beautiful mission of yours. This is where the two can come together and create something tangible, something that has real movement and impact. But ultimately, it's not even about the impact. It's about you being true to your soul and your heart. Of course, your work will have impact. Of course, there will be legacy. Of course, there will be money. But the most important thing is that you live your truth and you stay aligned with it. A huge part of the course will be practical support around building the things you came here to build. Our quantum masterminds, our manifestations, our beautiful constellations. But another part of it will be deep, energetic work. The codes from the beings of light and the codes from Mother Gaia herself. The awakening of more light workers onto their truth. And most importantly, we will walk through the Golden Gate together, the 8th of August portal. It will be one of the most potent portals of this transition, specifically for the light workers. And we will arrive prepared, having released what no longer serves us, no longer belongs. And together, through collective energy and collective mission, we will step through that gate into that future. That will be incredibly powerful. This is what I was called to do. This is what I was told to guide. And I'm curious how this resonates with you. How does it feel within you? Physically, energetically. If you close your eyes for a second, what do you think? What do you feel? Very curious. Let me know. Read more about the course on this page below.